Hey everyone, welcome to episode 35 of the Star Wars Popcast. My name is Christopher,
And I'm Patrick.
And I'm Lex.
and yeah, we got quite a show today. Not a lot of news happening this week. We do have one thing that got revealed on Thursday last week, so that's really cool. We do have another soda surprise segment this
Yes.
episode. We sent our friend Will at Padawan Pops a Funko soda, and I don't know. I guess you'll have to see if we turned him to the dark side or not. So we'll talk to him later. But how are you guys doing? We haven't talked in a week. It feels like.
It has been a
Not face
week.
to face like this. Not face to
Yeah.
face like this.
How have you been doing, Lex? I know you've had classes and everything.
Yeah, school started. We're in full effect now, so definitely a little. It's tough getting back into it after having like some time off, but I'm excited to like be back into it. And the only thing I'm not excited about is just that it takes my time away from like, content creating and like making videos and stuff. But I'm trying to do some different stuff, hopefully a little bit in the future. I have a few videos that I want to push out, and then after that, I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different. I'm gonna implement that new intro and outro, and then kind of like try to style my videos a little bit differently, and like kind of do more collection based. Like these are my lounge flies, these are my sodas, my bag clips, kind of in more in depth reviews of those, and then kind of
Yeah,
try to just do something a little bit more different, and maybe try to do like have people on and talk to them. But we'll see. I don't know how much time I'm really gonna have to do all that, but I'm gonna try my best. I want to elevate my channel a little bit, so.
yeah.
Nice. That's
You
really
don't
cool.
need sleep. You don't need sleep. You can
Yeah, I
sleep
don't
when
need
you're
sleep.
You're young.
Sleep
right.
is for the weak.
You'll sleep when you're
Sleep when
dead.
you're dead.
So
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep. I've
That's
heard
it.
that one.
You can sleep when you're dead.
It's
Yeah.
too bad that I
Start
absolutely
start
love
pushing out
sleep.
a video a day.
Literally, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Lex, you're always killing it. You don't have to try. You do very well. You're doing
Like,
very good. I'm very proud of the work that you're cranking out. You're kicking more butt than mine. So trust me, you're doing well.
I appreciate it.
You're doing very well. Yeah, I haven't been doing too much, guys. I just trying to get some Halloween projects started, things like that. I think I might have talked about starting it. I did my first full project,
Nice.
filmed it all, and now I'm just at the editing portion. But again, as exciting as it is, and I shared with you already the final image from what I did for that first one. I have to save them, so I am saving them for October. I have another bigger project that I'm about to start this weekend, but I'm getting excited. I want to get all my content filmed and done and images shot for
Yeah.
October for the month of Halloween. On my channel, I'm going to be really trying to do a little something different because they don't make Star Wars Halloween Funko Pops. We've been waiting, for the De los
Hmm.
Muertos or anything, right? Anything that we've heard rumored to come out in that vein. So I've started to kind of customize something, one or two to kind of do a Halloweeny kind of inspired image. So
Yeah.
I have that going on. Trying to think of some, making some purchases here and there.
Yeah.
Like I
Speaking
talked
of
to you about.
purchases, what
Hey,
have you
I happen
purchased?
to be, I happen to be at a store, and I checked with you, my friends here and experts on Star Wars Funko Pop, and said, "What is 290?" I saw the Wicked 290 is I don't
Yeah.
think I have that one, and I waited a week, so I was really nervous if I went back there, and I happened to be taking the kids on. I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here. So I was like, okay. So my daughter comes with her. She goes, "Is there something you're looking for?" Because every place we went to that had Funko, you were in that section immediately. I said, "There is." I said, "I'm going to stop back at my local Newberry Comics." And when I went there, I had found the Wrecker and that Wicket that I didn't have. The older versions, or like I think the Wrecker was even from that Clone Wars series.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that one where he had no gun or rifle in his hand. He was kind of like, "Rrr." Um, so I just thought that was a really neat one. So I picked that up. I was happy they were still there after a week waiting.
Nice.
And then some of the stuff that I ordered and pre-ordered have come in. So I could show you. We could kind of kick
Yeah.
off the little hauls. So the
Yeah.
first
Show us what you got.
The first, I'm very excited because I'm a sucker for all things Funko lights and sound. So
Yep.
the first I'd like to show you is so I just
Very cool.
really like this guy, and it even has the light in the back and everything. It lights up,
Yeah.
but really cool. I really enjoy this little guy. He's got the third leg. The bobble's kind of interesting in the way it's fit on there and all. It's a little different from the other droids that they've done, but
Yeah.
very
But
nice.
probably to get the electronics and stuff in there too, right?
Exactly,
Yep.
So,
but really nice. I really enjoy that guy.
yeah.
Um, and then the other pre-order that finally came, and I'm telling you, it came, and I was so excited. Very few things I either purchase or receive, and then get immediately onto the set. But this guy couldn't wait. This guy, Mandalorian and Grogu in the N1 Starfighter. I mean,
Yeah.
the base is nicely done. They even posed it up so it's not just kind of sitting on a horizontal, right?
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
see it, if it's
Like
laying
tilted.
flat, it's a little more of an angle, which I like.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it this way, but there's a little more angle. Lots of great detail on this pop. And look at little Grogu in the back there, his little capsule. I mean, just really nicely done. And it's
Yeah.
not too big. That was the one thing I think a lot of people are concerned about is size. So the way they did these pop rides, I like it because it's still a little smaller than the land speeder,
Hmm.
Right.
but just perfect little size. So those are the two I'd highlight. I picked, I got some clones and stuff that you'll probably see on my What's in the Box. I got some clone troopers from the Gaming Greats series from GameStop arrive. So, just few items here and there. Few items here and there.
Yeah.
I did. Oh,
Yeah.
I also got one that I hadn't had. I forgot to show you this guy. And when I opened it up, I was a little worried because the flame wasn't on. It was like floating around in the box.
Oh, the
But
incinerator.
Oh,
I finally
nice.
got the incinerator trooper,
Nice.
and I honestly felt I might have to go back and redo the troopers again because this guy I have to get in front of the camera soon. He just looks nasty in
Yeah.
a
Looks
good
Oh, yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
right. So
Totally.
I bought, and what's funny is the reason I was searching for this guy, I could not find this guy. This is what if my daughter was wondering what I was looking for, I was looking for this guy. I ended up having to order him on Amazon. I think I got him for like $10. It was a little bit cheaper than I
Yeah.
expected. But I figured if I put him with my Grogu that I picked up, this little doodad, it might make for a fun image.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
So
cool.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if because just trying to see how the angle works because he's looking in a complete opposite way of where that flame is going on the other one to have him. So I have to kind of rethink it, retool it. But that was my intention, was to try and include them together.
All right.
Yeah.
To create an
No, that'd
image.
be cool.
If you can get it
Can't
to
wait
work,
to
it'd
see
be
it.
awesome.
Yeah. What new
If
hauls and pickups you guys got?
if anyone could do it, Patrick, it's you. The
Yes.
I will try my
poptographer,
best. I will
right?
do
The
my best.
poptographer. Is that what you're going with?
Oh, we're revealing that. All right. So
Are we? We
yes.
don't have to. We don't have to
Yeah,
reveal
you
it.
know what? You know what? I love dropping little hints and little breadcrumbs in our other
Yeah. Is
friends,
there?
in our other friends
There's
and
something
in our
behind you, isn't
podcast.
there? I'm trying to see if there's a hint behind you. Is there a hint behind you?
No, there's no hints. There's
I
no
don't think
hints.
No,
so.
you didn't get like a 3D printed logo already, did you?
No, nothing yet. Well, because I am thinking of rebranding, folks. I think many people, including our friends here, Lex and Chris, have also have discussions on it. So a lot of people are looking for toy photographer. And the way I spelled it, I spelled it kind of cool, like a license plate. Thought it was really neat. But I'm finding that some people are having a hard time when they're looking at a toy photographer, and they're looking, I don't find it because of the spelling. And I originally did that because I thought I might shoot Black Series or I might shoot some of the vintage, but I really don't collect that. Like I get one, like I got the George Lucas Black Series
Yeah.
as a stormtrooper. I
Yeah.
got the Darth Vader, the early bird package 6-inch Black Series, and I got the Razor Crest, so
Yeah.
which is a vintage collection, but I don't necessarily always collect it, nor would I go out and start collecting it just to photograph, right?
Right.
I stick to my niche. I do love the Funko, and I'm just sticking to that. I mean,
Yeah.
again, people ask why I got in that. When I worked at Hasbro, I was shooting that from my day job. Um, and even though I'm not working there, my contract's up. But um, when I shoot other stuff, or even if I'm doing like the work I do now, IT, I find that I need to have that creative outlet. And doing the Funkos was again something I collect, something fun, and the photography and was passionate, so married them together. So we are going to be rebranding, most likely. Um, it's going to be photography. So we're looking at
Poptography.
doing photography.
Love it.
So the same gentleman and his team that worked on your intro for Seriously Star Wars and your intro for Jedi Lex will be creating some new artwork for me. I told him it's not a total redesign of the logo. I really love that logo I came up with was
Mhm.
me as a Funko Pop. Um, the funny thing is, since the time I designed that, it was like during COVID, and then I grew the stash, and I haven't shaved it since. I don't know. I might have to change it just slightly to add the stash, or maybe I'll shave. I don't know. I'll shave it off again. I don't know. But we are looking to go do that since I'm looking to get the animations and stuff like that created. So I figured, and Chris, you've never steered me wrong. I thought that like you said, that's the time. If you're going to rebrand, that's the time. And I am not Tony from Star Wars Sith. I haven't hit that 3,000 subs yet.
No,
So if I start to rebrand
do
now,
it
it's
early.
not going to
Yeah,
affect me as hard. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
Definitely.
but yeah, again, that was a suggestion that, as I call the godfather of YouTube, Star Wars YouTube, Christopher. You kind of and I talked about it and led me down, and you've never led me wrong. You never
yeah.
steered me wrong.
I
So
got your back, my friend.
I'm taking that to heart, and you'll see. I might make a big deal about it, like toy photographer. I'm shutting down toy photographer, making like a big deal about it, like Star Wars Theory did, where I'm going off
Yeah,
YouTube, and
yeah.
then
You should do
I
it.
might be going off, but I'm coming back. It's same great images, just a slicker name. I don't know.
Yeah,
Do
We'll see.
it.
We shall
let's
see.
refresh. Yeah. So Lex, what did you pick up? You picked up anything lately?
I did. I've picked up a few little guys. So I got. Oh, where is he? I got Fixer.
Nice
So he's
clone.
pretty cool. I don't have Boss
Yeah.
though, which I'm like surprised I realized that I didn't have him. So I'll probably be on the lookout for him just to have them like together. I
What
also
not?
got the 13th Battalion droid.
I
Oh
love
no,
that.
droid. Trooper. My bad.
Trooper.
He's a trooper. So he's pretty cool. I like the yellow on him. But I
Yeah.
Yeah.
think my favorite one is this guy, the Jet
Yeah,
Trooper.
Jet Trooper.
Nice.
He just looks
That is
so dope. Like, I just
Yeah.
love the jetpack Funkos. And Patrick kind of inspired me. He was like, you should get like a light and put it under it. So I was kind of like trying to experiment a little bit
yeah, I'm
with like
telling you, it
what it would
looks
look like. I
so
don't think it
cool.
looks as good as what Patrick had, but it's something. It's a start.
Yeah. That's cool.
So how about you, Chris?
I'm
You pick
still I'm
anything up?
still wait. Yeah, I got quite a bit of Funko related stuff. Let me just pull it up here.
I know you have a package that was sent to you, still haven't received, right?
Uh, no, from Will.
Yeah,
Not. I'm
that's what I'm
still waiting
saying.
for.
The
Yeah.
Canadian Mounties are really searching that, man, making
Right.
sure that nothing, no illegal contrabands going up to Canada.
Or like they're I don't know. Maybe there's a Funko collector at the TSA up here. I don't know.
It's
No
Tristan
idea.
from Pop Pops.
Right? No,
Jacking your
it's on the
collection.
West Coast. It's in Vancouver according to tracking. That's what Will
Oh,
said, but
okay.
who knows? Like when you sent me those biddy pops, it took probably over a month to get those up here too.
I know, because I know I sent it like a week or so late, but you're like, no, I didn't get it. I'm like, really? Now,
Yeah,
Eric,
yeah.
on the other hand,
When I send you guys stuff, you get it like within the week, I think, or a week
pretty
later.
quickly, I thought.
Yeah.
I think
You guys are
Eric
just
must have
like
forgotten it back
whatever.
in the
We'll
trunk.
accept anything,
Yeah,
Always.
it's crazy.
right?
It's weird how that happens. It takes so long, but
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I picked up some Funko related stuff. So I picked up the an expansion pack,
expansion
the
pack.
booster pack. I have to get the full game, so
Dude, I
I'll
saw
wait
it on
to
sale for $9 the other day.
yeah, I'll wait to get the complete game before I open this one up. But I picked that one up. It looks like it comes with like a one character and one character card, two character tokens, five action cards, one location card. and a die.
Yeah, I
So
think the starter game comes with like I think it's the
4
Sod,
figures, I
Luke,
think. But the figures look kind of cool. Like
Cody.
there's a picture of the Count Dooku,
That looks
right?
pretty
So
cool.
yeah, it looks pretty cool. So I got that. Then this thing I got for like 98 cents at GameStop.
That's
So another
unreal.
Funko product, but it's because it's so old that it just I guess it got discounted.
To
So
98 cents you picked it up for.
98 cents, yeah,
That's
On
right.
awesome.
So
GameStop would
Who would
literally
pass
never.
that up for less than $1? Who would pass
right,
that up? Yeah.
I like them. I kind of wish they still made them because they had some cool 2 packs. Like they had I think they had an unmasked Vader and a Luke at one point.
Mm,
So yeah, so that's another thing I picked up. Then I completed my wave of second wave of Kenobi commons with the fifth brother. So
nice.
yeah, I kind of like the look of him. I don't know. Do either of you guys have him yet?
I
I
did
did
get
get
him.
those.
He's
Yeah,
I
cool.
got.
pretty cool.
I think I picked them up at Box Lunch. The one I got.
Nice. Then
Yeah,
I
I think I got
did
mine at
get
Hot
a
Topic.
another soda because
Burrito.
sodas are the in thing right now.
Sodas
Really
are
looking
it.
forward to that one. Yeah, and they're refreshingly fun.
They
Always.
are refreshingly fun.
And then I picked up a grill, or one of my personal grills here, Commander Cody.
Fire.
Nice.
Yeah, so I paid $75 Canadian for him, but I think I
He's
looked on the
worth it. He's
Funko
worth
app.
more than that,
Yeah,
right?
he's worth like 140 Canadians, so I think I got a pretty good
That's a
deal on
great
it.
deal.
So yeah, but I'm gonna open it up and
Are you gonna keep him in the box, this guy, or no?
no, no. Even if I had, you know what? Even if I had a Captain Rex, I wouldn't keep the box.
Well, if you're getting rid of the box, save it for me.
We'll see. It might be a little bit dented from tossing it on the floor.
It's okay. Mine's long gone.
I'm gonna toss it hard, Patrick.
No, he's gonna light the barbecue.
Gonna
He's
like
gonna put a
stomp
strip on
on
the
it.
barbie and light the grill with the box.
Right? No, maybe I'll start saving these exclusive ones, the ones that would trigger people if I lit them on fire. So this one, like the
Oh,
if I
could
ever
you
get like a
imagine doing
You
that?
get like a Thrawn box.
yeah, if I ever get a Thrawn,
Oh, that'd be crazy. That
yeah,
would be crazy.
maybe one day. We'll see. Yeah, so those are my pickups. So I'm happy with those.
No,
Nice.
definitely.
Everyone got a little something, something. Everyone got a little
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I was
So
told to curb mine, Chris and Lex. I was told you're going to curb because we got back to school, your daughter's 16th birthday, but your
yeah,
niece's wedding.
yeah,
And I said, okay. And I've been pretty good. And then we had the wave of Ahsoka. And like I told you, I was pre-ordering that night. Bing, 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 bing.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a bunch of things from Amazon pre-ordered. She's like, I thought we talked about that. I said, we did
and
talk about it.
now you're like, well, time to remove the wife from the Amazon account so she doesn't see
Literally.
anything.
Oh no, literally I have an account that I had used to save for Disney. I was just pocketing $40 from every check into that account, socking away, not looking at it. So I use that account. It's my play. The $40 every
Yeah,
2 weeks. That's my allotment. If I want to buy one or two, or if I save it and kind of mount it up, I can get a bunch of different things. So that's kind of how I've been doing my Funko Pops typically, is kind of putting that to the
yeah,
side. But I rebudgeted it for my new animated logo and all that. So
nice.
I think I spent like 165 on what I'm doing with
Ooh,
him.
big spender there.
Well, I need
This
the
thing
thing
better
is,
be like holographic
I'm
logo, like
hoping it's
pops
going
up
to be
in front of
awesome
you off your
because
phone.
I didn't feel like I have gotten to give him too much feedback of what I was looking for. He's like, great, we got your thing. We're going to go. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to let you go and show me what you got, right? Show me what
Yeah,
you got.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Then I'm going to say,
and
okay, well, I wanted the Tales of the Jedi, the lightsabers carving out. I wanted something like that. And
yeah,
now if I'm going to do the rebranding of Poptography, I still want to kind of the Star Wars font, but can we make it kind of, I don't know, snappy or something? I don't know. To call attention to that, because it's going to be a big deal. So we'll see. We'll see. I've seen what he's done for many channels as well as yours, so I know I'm in good hands.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So we had another episode of the Ahsoka series that dropped on
Yes, we did.
last Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
34-minute packed with a lot of goodness.
oh yeah, like great stuff. And with that, some great future Funko Pops. We hope. But we'll get into that later. But we did get a reveal last Thursday, as I
I was
mentioned,
gonna say, what do we have for
for
pop
New
report?
York. For New York Comic Con, we actually got a reveal, which is like what, like over a month away. Yeah, I think
Early
what
October,
is
mid
it?
October.
Early October? Yeah, so over a month away, and we got a leak already. So let's jump into our pop report.
No need to report that to him until we have something to report.
Yeah, so we got a reveal of this guy. Disc Trackers posted images on all of their social media. It's number 647, Darth Maul. And it looks like he's got like the mechanical legs with like the claws at the bottom for the feet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Nice.
So he does look taller, like in the box a little bit, eh?
Yeah.
It's hard to say. It is hard to say, but hey, it's Maul. It's
Yeah.
cool. I know you're going nuts. I'm sure
Oh, I'm
Tony
gonna get
saw
it.
this. He's
Yeah.
flipping tables over this. So
Yeah.
this is gonna be really a cool looking pop. Again,
Yeah.
it's got to be. You're probably right about the way the legs are, kind of like that Grievous with the talons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's that Clone Wars box even.
Yeah.
So we've commented about how we felt we got cheated. Maybe this is the first step of making things right. I mean, we've got the Dooku Anakin. We have this. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited of
I
what we're seeing
mean,
with some of these.
still, so like we reported last week on some rumor, like the only rumored Star Wars pop was this Maul, and so I guess that's confirmed now because we got the leaked images. But only one Star Wars pop for NYCC, unless
Yeah.
they got something else up their sleeve. But
Well, all they had
usually
last year was
the
one or
rumors
two,
are
right?
pretty. Yeah. Oh no, they had three. Did they have three or two? They had
I know
B
it's
two
double-bladed
emo.
Anakin.
I think it was 2 because we got
Yeah, B2 and
BD.
Anakin. So there were
Yeah.
two.
Okay, B2 Emo was part of that. Okay.
Yeah, so there were two, and then there were three for San Diego Comic Con last year, which this year we got two. So I guess they kind of scaled back a bit, maybe. Which I mean, you know what? If they're gonna scale back and give us great stuff, and actually maybe try and get some stuff out on time, because they posted the Ahsoka pops ahead of the series, which is great. Like, because
That's something we've
we're
commented on
still
many a time.
yeah, we're still waiting for Andor pops. We're still waiting for Bad Batch season 2, among other stuff.
Visions.
Yeah, but I mean, if them scaling back and giving us better stuff and releasing stuff on time, announcing stuff on time, um, I'm all for it then.
Yeah,
So,
quality over quantity at this point.
Yeah.
Always.
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Hey, I'd rather get something that people are going to want to buy off the shelves than
Yeah.
someone having to dig up a landfill.
yeah,
You know,
100%.
yeah. But this one looks awesome. So definitely picking this guy up.
oh yeah, this is yes.
Yeah,
And I have the date last year was October 7th when Double Bladed Anakin went up, only because I was at
Nice.
Disney at that point and I was hopping out of Space Mountain to order them. So everyone's like, "What are we doing? Why are we stopped?" I'm like, "Because I'm ordering something."
yeah.
I set
You're like, wait,
myself a reminder.
just wait.
So I'd imagine it's going to be around then when they kind of go up
Yeah.
for, you know,
Right, beginning
I don't
of
know if they'll
October.
release. Yeah, I don't know if they'll release who the shared is for this. You know,
Yeah.
I'm curious, very curious.
I just hope it's not stupid like the young Princess Leia, because I'm having trouble getting that one.
Yeah.
I don't know about you
think
guys.
I ordered
Did you guys
it.
order them? You
I
ordered it,
did
eh?
order that one. I haven't seen it yet though.
No.
No, I'd like to get it soon, but I haven't.
Yeah, I have my name down at my local collectibles store, so when it shows up there, they're gonna give me a ring and I'll go pick it up. So
That's cool.
We'll
That's
see.
cool.
But yeah, no. Hopefully this is like, Amazon or like GameStop.
Yeah,
Would be great.
I know my toy vault in the Warwick Mall here in Rhode Island. I walked in and I asked a question. He goes, "Are you the guy that does those YouTube videos?" And I said,
Yeah,
"Yes, I am." So
I get the
now
same thing at the GameStop at the mall here.
I said, I
I
felt
go
like
to
a
the
little
mall and
mini
they'll
kind
let
of
you
like,
know.
yeah, like a mini celeb. But I was like kind of surprised because I do it and I do it with you guys and I have a great time and I have my
Yeah,
channel. And
yeah,
I don't think of myself being the next Star Wars Sith or Star Wars Theory. But you know what? It was cool that someone even recognized, and now he's on the lookout. He's like, "What one is he looking for?" And I told him, "I'm looking for this guy, the Flame Trooper." He's like, "Ah," and he contacted, a couple of the other locations. So it's kind of nice when you have that because now when I go in, he knows what I'm looking for, and he's like, "Is there something you're
yeah.
looking for?" I'm like, "I'm looking for this," and
Now,
he points me
now you
right
got
into the
that
right
pull,
direction.
man. You got that pull.
Now I'm starting to, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Heck
right.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's it for Funko news this week. And I mean, not a lot happening, but as Patrick said, quality over quantity. So
I think they are trying to, they're not rebranding, but they're revamping their
yeah,
process, as they would say in Canada, their processes. So as they whatever they're doing with their processes, whether it's who's their CEO, who's doing the
yeah,
marketing, who's doing this, they're going top down, right? And I think they need to look at
yeah,
their bottom line, because
yeah,
if you're losing money and then
Yep.
you're dumping things in a landfill, that's just a recipe for disaster, right? So
yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
we need to kind of figure out, like, okay, maybe there's some IPs that sell very well, some that don't do as much, and we start scaling from the numbers of that. I
Yeah,
Mhm.
just don't see many. There can't be too many other IPs that could be larger than the Star Wars brand now, in my opinion. Like you got Marvel and a few others like that, but
yeah,
there's other brands and other types that they make, and I'm always like, really, we need those? Like, I don't know. I think they just need to be a little more laser focused.
yeah, for sure.
And I think they're putting a big spin. Have you guys done the pop yourself yet?
No, not yet. I saw a few of our friends were looking
Yeah,
into ordering it. I
I
saw
know Tony got his
Tony
in
from
and did a
Star
little
Wars
video
Sith got
already.
his in. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
I
We'll
I
see.
did it, like just the avatar so far.
Yeah,
Here's the thing: I have short hair, but I'm not shaved head, and I wanted a
yeah,
ball cap because I typically wear like one of my ball caps. So if
yeah,
I get like a
yeah,
ball cap, that would be cool. And I looked at the ball cap, and like Tony says, when you get the ball cap, you didn't get hair
Yeah.
yeah.
on his. So I did not realize you can pop these pieces off and still move them. I
No,
thought
I
when
mean
you
it's
got
kind of
those,
neat,
I thought
but
it was done deal. So that's kind of neat because I think you can pop the lightsabers out of the hands,
yeah.
which is a new
I would
feature.
almost just get somebody who customizes pops to make myself one, and like on a Star Wars body or whatever, right? That's what I would rather do. Pay a little bit more money,
Oh,
or
see, I
since
wouldn't mind
since
going and
Patrick's into the customizing pops, maybe we'll commission him.
Okay.
yeah, I'm not that good. I think if I like to do the pop myself and see
Mhm.
how close I can get to making it look sort of like me. But
Yeah,
I was thinking of going to the two sticky women. What is it? What is it? Two sticky bitches. What is that?
yes, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
two
Two
sticky bitches. I was gonna see if they can make a
for
little
decals.
decal
Yeah,
of Star
yeah,
Wars to put on the T-shirt,
yeah,
just to have something, because I don't want to just a blank T-shirt. I thought, like, we always, we typically are
Mhm.
Star Wars geeks and wear T-shirts, Star Wars T-shirts a lot. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just thought it'd be neat if I had that. That's all. It's included even on my logo of my own character. So I thought it'd be kind of neat. If I can get as close as I can to my pop character logo, I'd be
yeah,
excited.
yeah. That'd be cool.
How about you, Lex? You gonna do one?
I don't think so. I mean, I might play around with it a little bit. I haven't really touched it yet to kind of see. I did it in the past, like where they didn't have so many other new like clothing options and stuff. Like they only had
Yeah,
one lightsaber option, and I did it back then, and I wasn't super impressed with what I saw. So I mean, I haven't been in like a big rush to go see, but I did see Tony's, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I might go check it out, see what it looks like. But I'm not really in like a big rush to have a Funko Pop of myself
yeah,
kind of. So I mean, that's where I stay. It would be cool, but it's not
What if you
something.
What if you could do a Jedi Lex version?
I mean, a Jedi Lex one would be insane. Like, kind of like, the concept that I got from Jay Riz. Like, that would be really cool. But, like, kind of just me in my everyday attire holding a lightsaber. Meh, like, I don't know.
I get you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, if it could be,
Yeah.
like, the Ben Kenobi, like, body with, like, maybe my head, like, the ponytail and stuff, like, that would be really cool. But I don't know. Well, I'll have to play around with it and I'll get back to you.
Let us
Yeah.
know. I'm curious.
Let us know. Patrick's already got us a custom pop
Yeah.
on the background in his shelf there. He's already got
Hiding.
hiding.
I
We're
He's
getting
have
already
ready
gotten it made.
for Pop
He's
I have
getting
it
it.
here. It's an Easter egg. If they can find it, they'll know, they'll know one of my Halloween projects.
That's funny.
That's awesome. So let's jump into our top five. Let's I'm kind of
Awesome.
interested to see who's which characters we all picked from this
Yes.
episode, because it was a banger of an episode. So let's jump into our top five.
Magnificent, aren't they?
Yeah, so I will
Start it
start
off.
things off here. Yeah, so the first character I picked was Jason Sandula, because we got live action Jason Sandula,
Yes, we
and
did.
he looks great in this. And I'm so happy that he had the green hair and not like the what was it, the Lego set that showed him with the brown hair.
Yeah. I
So
think
I'm happy about that. Yeah. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they were consistent with that. I don't know if that was a mistake or just maybe a lot of times when you're doing the toys, you're kind of working up a concept, and sometimes they're literally just they're not even a real figure. It's literally a concept. So maybe that's what they did on that. I don't know. Well, I'm curious to see if anyone gets it in the wild and pulls one out to see if he's got green hair. But this is a great call. I like that, Chris. That's a good idea.
was
yeah,
that the Ghost Lego set that they had him with the gray hair?
yeah, I think so. Maybe it was the Ghost Lego
Yes,
set.
it was.
Yeah. So I'm
Well,
happy we're getting the green hair, and you know what? That I'm thinking they'll probably do him as a Funko Pop too. So
We might get more of him as the season progresses because right now he's not as important.
yeah.
no,
But I have a feeling he might have more to do with other things in that Filoni verse, like
yeah,
with that whole skeleton crew. I could see
maybe,
Jason being friendly with some of the young kids because it's supposed to be young kids. So I can see
yeah,
Jason kind of getting involved with that.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Interesting.
So
Yeah,
this is cool. This is a neat little tie back. I like this guy.
yeah, absolutely. So my next one, I chose Sabine in her like gray jumpsuit here. Um, I, she's a pretty pivotal character in this series. I think she could be even like more of a pivotal character than Ahsoka almost.
She
It's
is
almost
like the Bo-Katan
it's almost like
Reno, right?
yeah, it's almost like the Sabine Wren show, really.
Yeah, kind of like Mando this last season was the Bo-Katan show.
Yeah,
I
Literally.
feel
right.
that she's kind of almost taken a little bit of that limelight away.
Yeah, or Mando season 2.5.
Right.
Yeah, no, but I'd like to see another Sabine Wren with the short hair, just casual looking.
Yeah, not a
My
bad
next
idea.
one, my next one, I went with the Ahsoka in the spacesuit, because that scene was pretty awesome, and it's almost like a callback to the Clone Wars when she had that other spacesuit on too, as well, right? So except it had like
Yes.
the big astronaut bubble over her head, but this is a little bit different. But yeah, no, very very cool looking outfit. Hopefully, we get a pop of this. Our friend Jay Bivard actually did a few concepts, and
Yeah.
this was one that he released on Instagram, and it looks phenomenal.
If you folks haven't seen J Biv, if you missed him on our last popcast, please check his work out because his work
Yeah,
is phenomenal. And Lex, Chris, am I preaching the wrong thing? Because I think his work has
no,
gotten better.
and he's
Yeah.
getting them out like quick, because like I think he got that Hu Yang with the training sabers out yesterday, and then the Ahsoka today. So and
Yeah,
the
and he had
episode just
Shin the
dropped
week
like
before, Balin the week before that. Like
yeah, he's
he's
getting
been
them out
killing it.
really
Yeah.
really quick. Yeah. So then my next one is Hu Yang with the training sabers.
Yep.
Getting some General Grievous vibes here with this one, but very cool. Right, four arms out. I mean,
100%.
we know Funko can do it now. They did
Yes,
that
they
Grievous with
can.
the 4 arms now, so let's see a
Yep.
Hu Yang.
And they did Rio.
Yeah, Rio. Yeah, yeah. So Lex, why don't you? What are your top 5 characters you want to see as the Funko Pops from this last episode here?
Let's see. I
Oh,
really.
actually, I
Oh,
forgot this
what's
one,
yours?
the 5th one. Yeah, I forgot about my 5th one. So Sabine Wren with the training mask down as well. So
Mm.
that's one that I thought would be cool too. Very similar to the Luke and Leia Jedi training one with
Yeah.
the
Or
shield down, right?
Luke with the
So
blaster helmet
yeah,
from A New Hope. That's where I got that vibe from when I saw this
yeah.
scene.
And also, side note, like, did either of you, when you were watching the scene where the Shin and Marok are in their fighters and they're trying to take down Ahsoka, did you get like Empire or no A New Hope vibes from like when the Tie fighters are attacking the Falcon?
Yes.
I feel like
I got one. Yeah,
some of the
yes.
like mirrored exactly, almost like
I felt that. It's funny you say that because even in the previous episode, I got a lot of Darth Maul prequel vibe.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this one, I had a lot more A New Hope vibe. You
yeah,
know, then
yeah,
as they were going through the Purgle, I kind of felt like that was a little Solo going through the mall in
yeah,
Solo.
yep.
So it was really they're doing a great job. They're doing a
Oh yeah,
great
for
job.
sure, for sure.
True Star Wars.
Yeah. And now, Lex, what are your top 5?
Yes, Lex, please.
Yes. So I mean, I think mine are pretty similar to what Chris already went through, but I thought Jason Sandula and his introduction in this episode was pretty pivotal. It's cool to
Yeah,
see that they actually brought him over to live action. So, and I thought, the little homage to I want to be a Jedi, just like Sabine, like I thought that was really cute and like you could kind of see it made Hera a little sentimental, probably think about canon. So I don't know. I thought it was a pretty cute character, and hopefully we get to see him going forward, and maybe even as a Funko Pop. So that would be pretty cool.
yeah.
100%.
Funko, don't mess this up.
Please, and give him green hair. I'm still
And
gonna
give
go
him
pick up
green
the
hair.
ghost set that has him with the brown hair, but please give him green hair.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully that was just like a misdirect from Lego.
Hopefully.
We'll
I
see.
mean,
I
they
hope
would have.
if you get it, Lex, he does have green hair because I think it's just a mess up on the
Yeah,
concept.
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah,
And then the next one, so like kind of similar to what Patrick had showed earlier with like Mando and Grogu and like the N1. I think it would be really cool to kind of have like Shin and her, little fighter with that's like kind of yellow looking because I think that was the one that she
yeah.
had was yellow.
I
So I
thought it
thought,
looked like Grievous's ship from
yeah,
episode 3.
okay. I
It's
thought I was
similar
going
style.
crazy because it was kind of giving me similar vibes. It just was like
Yeah,
colored.
yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't know. I thought it was a cool little scene, like you could have like the
yeah,
little portions of the red and the yellow. Like I thought that was a pretty awesome scene. I mean, even maybe Marok's, I just didn't think his like fighter had as cool colorway that as hers
yeah,
did. So I kind of thought that was cool.
Yeah, I
yeah,
thought those planes themselves reminded me very much of the idea of the World War II dogfights that they based the original,
yeah.
motion
I
and
thought that too.
animation when they were
Yeah,
flying. I was like, wow, they even kind of look like little planes. And then
and
like it
the
had that.
sound too.
Yeah, I was
Mhm.
like, that's kind of cool. I liked it. It was a nice touch,
Yeah,
subtle
it was
and nice. It was done right.
well done, Dave. Well done.
Yes. And then this one, I mean, honestly, we had picked these, and JBiv had kind of posted some of his own concepts, and I was like, wow, you literally took it right out of my mind. But, with her being in the spacesuit with both of her lightsabers, I thought that was really cool. For me personally, it was giving me like throwbacks to the Clone Wars, like especially seeing Plo Koon do that, and like, being out in space just because he has that, the his fate like
Respirator.
yeah his respirator so he would be able to go out into space and do that. So I think that kind of like gave me like little throwbacks of that. And I just thought it was cool seeing her in a different outfit than just the gray cloak, giving her some pop of color. And I feel like blue really suits her. And honestly,
Yeah,
her like blue Mandalore outfit's always been my favorite. So it was pretty cool to see her in another blue outfit. So I thought that was a really cool scene. I really enjoyed that
yeah.
a lot.
Me
And you
too.
got to think it's the title character, so they got to be giving us this pop.
Yeah, I just thought it was really cool. Like, even,
Yeah,
she's got the saber, she's going through, she literally cuts a fighter in half. Like,
Yeah,
it
that
was
kind of reminded me of Ray.
insane. Yeah, like, it was cool. It
yeah,
was such a good scene. It was very well done.
yeah,
Loved it.
Yeah, and then yep, Hu Yang doing the training with Sabine. I thought that was really cool, and he's just so, I don't even know how to put it, but he's like so straightforward. She was like,
oh yeah,
how'd she do? And he was like, terrible. Like he's just
yeah,
so candid and it's so funny. But
yeah.
J-Biv did
Very
something,
much like K two
yeah.
SO.
He's so
Yeah,
like off the cuff, but he's like so straightforward. But J-Biv did
yeah,
something similar to this one as well with, the training sabers that I thought
yeah,
was absolutely spot on. So I would love to see that as a pop. I mean, we're already getting a Hu Yang pop, so I don't know the likelihood that we'll get two in the same wave. But you
yeah,
never know. Maybe that'll be like a chase version.
yeah, yeah. An exclusive somewhere.
Yeah, could be cool.
And then I guess are we on to Patrick's or did we do five? The slides might be out of order. I think they're out of order.
Well, I think that my last one was kind of your last one too, with Sabine with a mask, like kind of doing her training. I just don't know how
Yeah,
likely they would do that just because she's got like so much skin showing and stuff, and it wasn't like such a pivotal moment. But like I thought it was cool that they were kind of like training her mask down, typical Jedi style.
right.
I
Yeah,
thought that was cool.
very cool.
Very cool. I like that.
Yeah. And Patrick, what
So
what are yours?
very similar to what you guys had. I had Jason Sindula, right?
Yeah,
I'm just waiting for the callback. I'm a Jedi like my father. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that.
yeah,
I'm hoping
yeah,
I want to hear that line delivered by Jason one day. So that's my future hope. And I like to see him somehow tie in or interact with that future young children cast of Skeleton Crew. I think
yeah,
it'd be a neat little tie-in, right?
Okay.
Um, my other one, very similar to yours, instead of Shin, I went with the Marok in his fighter. I just thought that was just really cool. It would be just a really cool um, pop ride, or hyperspace heroes or whatever you want to call them. Just really cool looking. I think if they can do some of these kind of rust accents on the pop itself and make it look aged, like they start doing more of the Mandalorian with dust and stuff like that, and his cracks of his helmet with the weathering,
Mhm.
it looked gorgeous. So love to see
yeah.
that.
As you wish.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And to hear him speak, like I was totally getting Sam Witwer vibes.
Oh yeah, I hope we're seeing a Star Killer. That'd be awesome. And just like you
Yeah,
folks, I thought that this Ahsoka scene was super dope. I thought, again, just like you said, Lex, her batting out in space in the Clone Wars with that outfit, very similar. I love the blue outfit. It's just a magnificent color on her. And I just think that that slicing reminded me a lot of Rey taking out Kylo Ren in Rise of Skywalker. So I enjoyed it. I think this is a cool one to easily have as a Funko Pop. Both lightsabers drawn in some kind of cool fashion, or maybe she's doing something where it's blocking, like they
Mhm.
did the Ray one, where it kind of looks like you can tell she's blocking some energy. They could do something like that. So yeah, definitely this pop too. And this one I chose because I just love, and we always say it, Funko kills it when they do droids.
droids.
I
Yeah,
think, and this guy just looked nasty. He just had so much going on, and he seemed kind of important, like looking over and tracking things. And I just had to pick him because why not? Why not? He's
yeah,
just so cool looking. I love it. And
yeah,
you can do it like you did the Princess Leia on Hoth from the Battle of Echo base, where she had the monitor. Give me the
yeah,
little circular monitor in front. I'm all for it. I think it'd be
yeah,
perfect, actually.
That'd be pretty
yeah.
cool.
And then your last one.
Huyang with the training sabers.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. Like
Great
I
minds
just think
think
it'd be
alike.
cool.
It was great. I think I
Yeah,
think I think we all saw this one and we're like, yeah, Funko Pop.
absolutely. And Lex, you said it right. And there's something that you said that I wanted to touch on. When you were saying that Hunang's just kind of matter of fact, this and that, you know what it reminds me? It reminds me of my son on the spectrum, very much so, because when she says something like, "Oh, you're insane," and he goes, "No, logical," You know,
Yeah.
like there are comments my son will make at times that it's just like matter of fact, it's this. It isn't this. It isn't. It's just straight. I'm being right on the level. And I always thought Drax in Guardians of Galaxy, they actually, I think, talked about making his character more like that in the way he speaks or just says things right off the cuff, very
Yeah,
much like a child on the spectrum or a person on the spectrum. So I love it because he's just blunt like my son is at times. Like my son sometimes won't candy coat it. He was saying about some picnic. He's like, "Yeah, it's overrated." I said, "What do you mean it's overrated?" He's like, "They have pasta salad. I don't care for pasta salad. They do this. I don't really care for that. You know, I like burgers. I don't really care for hot dogs and all that other stuff." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "So that's my opinion." I was like, and I can respect that, son. You know, but I feel that Hunang just kind of gives it as it is, and you said it right, Lex. He's just matter of fact. I mean, you're trying to build. There's a thing when you're trying to coach or train, right? You might knock them down, but you do it to build them up. This guy quite hasn't gotten that lesson, and because he's probably a robot with no real empathy or feeling, so he's like, "You're the worst Jedi I've ever seen." Like,
yeah,
and
You
he
rank
says
the
it that once,
lowest
like,
on the
in a
scale.
different way, at a different time. He says this again, so he's just like blunt about it.
oh
So
yeah.
I don't know, it's
It's
kind of
great
cool.
though. It's
And
perfect.
Ahsoka calls him out too. She was like, "Did you really say that to her?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's the truth." Like, like
He
it
even
was just,
says it to Ahsoka, like something like, "If you don't shape up, we're all going to be gone," or something like that. We're not going to make it. So,
Yeah,
like, and he basically kind of gave her the hint, hint, nod, nod. Let Sabine do her thing, and you work together. And I bet you will
mm-hmm.
fare better if we work as a team, as opposed to you, bitching at her.
Well, yeah, she
So
was
I
missing
thought
all
that
the
was kind of cool
shots.
too.
Yeah.
So he kind of gives it to everybody. It's not just he's dogging on. He gave it right to Ahsoka. So, like you said, he's just states the facts, just the
yeah,
fact.
absolutely,
He does not beat
absolutely.
around the bush by any
Yeah, and,
means.
and,
Cool.
the, and the training saber thing, like you guys said too, it was very General Grievous like, very General Grievous. I thought it was neat. I was wondering if we are going to see them ignited at one point, but it was cool the way they did that. That was a neat way of training.
Well, it
Yeah,
even
for
like
sure.
showed kind of like where to slice and stuff, and like it like
Yes.
highlighted red where she had like kind of missed a little bit, and I was like, I thought that was pretty unique. It was cool to see like more into how they train Jedi because I don't think we got too much of that like
Yes.
really anywhere. So like it was cool to kind of see him in action doing what he does, or like really kind of what he was made to do as a droid, and like how they kind of went about training, younglings, or I guess now Sabine.
Yes, because
Yeah.
we saw him in Clone Wars. That's how we got kind of introduced, and I've enjoyed this character for a while, so it was kind of cool. But you know what? I was really I'm not surprised by him joining the cast of the show, because if you think about it, in Clone Wars, the if Ahsoka wasn't out on a mission, the only other place you found her was in the archives.
Hmm.
So she was always with Costanu or whatever her name was, the Jedi
Yeah.
archivist.
Yeah.
So I I'm not surprised that we have Huang with her during this series because she was very studious of anybody, and that's why I
Oh
always
yeah.
felt like the growth of Ahsoka is because when she was a young child, she was taken, and she's been learning and learning and learning. But she was like a bookworm in the Jedi archives. So I always felt of amongst all the other Jedi who really thrive for that adventure. Not that she doesn't, because she's awesome at her adventurous little takes too. But I always thought she was the intellectual one.
Yeah.
Always studying the archives. That's where you found her. So it's a good fit. It's a good fit.
Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely. But why don't we bring on Will from the Padawan Pops and see how
Yes,
he
what a
likes his
surprise.
his Funko soda.
You have something I want.
All right, so we are here with Will from the Padawan Pops YouTube channel for another segment of the soda
Yes.
surprise. Will, you want to say hello and let people know where they can find you and all
Yeah, hey
that fun
guys, I'm
stuff?
Will with the Padawan Pops YouTube channel and Instagram, so you can find me on each of those. Just Padawan Pops on YouTube and then Padawan_Pops on the Instagram. Instagram focuses mainly on my collection. YouTube is a mix of the collection as well as Star Wars news. There's a lot of Star Wars news right now to work through, so big focus lately on that. But as this winds down going into the fall, I'm sure the collection will ramp back up.
Awesome.
Nice, very nice. Yeah. So, Patrick, since I think this was kind of your brainchild, do you want to explain what this segment is about?
Yes. So we have a segment on the Star Wars Popcast that we kindly named the Soda Surprise. So what we do is we randomly pick friends that will just give us your address, and randomly, sometime in the future, you might get something. And so they receive a box, and much to Will's surprise, he got a box and couldn't even remember, did he
Yeah.
order anything, which is kind of the fun part because we're always ordering stuff
Yep.
and we're not sure what we're getting when we're unboxing. So it kind of throws them off base. But even more exciting is they get a soda sent to them by the members of me, you, Lex, and Christopher, uh, to send a little gift to our friends and send them down the dark path of collecting Star Wars Funko sodas. So now that we've brought you to the dark
Yeah.
side with the rest of us, um, we just love to see you, see, hopefully you get a chase. We're very excited. We haven't had a chase yet. All of our fingers and toes are crossed. So let's see
Yeah,
what you
so
got.
I was super surprised, first of all. I was telling you guys, I get the informed delivery from the post office on my phone, so it's like a package coming from wherever, and I'm like, what did I buy this time? Like, what is it? So it actually came right in the middle of when we were supposed to be getting the hurricane, which we didn't. So I thought it was funny the mail was even running that day. But I got a Funko Soda Padme Amidala. Very cool. I was super excited to see what this was when I opened it. And I have to plug Christopher's Funko Soda reviews. All of these say refreshingly fun on them. So if you're missing Chris's
Yep.
videos on Seriously Star Wars, he points out how refreshingly fun these Funko sodas are every single time. So I'm excited to see what's in it.
Yep.
This is the common right here. And then I'm not sure what the chase is. Lex, do you know what it is?
It's like a chrome version. It's kind of like metallic a little bit.
I'll,
Both of them are still
Yeah.
pretty cool, but a chase is always
let's
awesome.
dig in. Oh,
Do you have the Chase Lex?
I don't.
'Cause
I
you-
just
I know
have.
you. I know you're starting collecting the sets now. So
Yeah, I'm trying my best. I just have only the common right now.
you have a good
yeah.
collection.
See that's how refreshingly fun they are.
They are so
refreshingly
refreshingly
fun.
fun. So dark.
It's
side
better than a
Chris.
Gatorade.
It's
Right?
delicious.
So yeah, and
I love when Ricky gets a soda. He yells to his kid, "Hey,
yes,
grab me something
yes,
dark."
they go get it out of the
Grab me
fridge.
something dark.
That
out of
is
the fridge.
such a good video. That one is. So with these two, it's kind of funny because I have always, kind of been adamantly I don't buy sodas because I don't need to join the dark side of the sodas, and here we are. So I guess I do sodas now. So thank you guys for that. So I'm going to dig into this, I suppose, if we're ready for that. All right, let's
we
see.
are.
So ready.
We're on
Edge
the
of our
edge of our
seats.
seats.
Literally.
Anticipation is killing. Do you want to get the noise so it's like an ASMR video?
Yeah. Quiet.
All right, so how do you open one of these? Just the top, is that right?
Yeah, just pop the top. Sometimes it's a little tough.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So now is the pog going to be on the bottom?
Yeah,
the
it's gonna
pog
be
will
I'm
be
not
on
going to
the
look at
bottom,
it yet. So
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, all right. He's
I
going
want
for the
I
bag,
want the
not
bag
pod.
to be the surprise.
Yes,
All
perfect.
right, so gonna hold it like this. I think the front is this way, maybe.
Drum roll.
Sometimes that black bag gets
It
stuck.
is the
Oh,
common, I
That's a
believe, but
common?
it look
Is it?
right
it.
or no? Let's see.
Can't tell.
Okay. Now check the pog.
Now check the pog.
Oh,
Common.
Yeah,
common.
It's
a common.
cool.
It is a
I don't
common.
I don't know
Oh.
what it is. I wouldn't have known the difference either way, but it's super cool.
It's
Yeah.
slightly shinier. I just saw
Yeah.
the shiny gold, and I was like,
Because she's already kind of shiny, but the chase version is like
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
shiny.
It's like they took like a metallic
On
clear coat.
Man,
and just
that's
coated
still
it
I
with
think
that.
it's really cool because
Yeah.
y'all've rehashed it, and I think our whole group has hashed this as much as we can. But there's not enough Padme stuff, so either way, I
No.
think it's a win on getting anything Padme related.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because
That's
like
all right.
I'm not going to own the Padme Funko Pop that they
Right,
have
yeah.
in that outfit.
And then here is the other side
unless
of
it's a
the
fake.
pog. I don't know if I shared both sides,
Yeah,
but looks
Very
very
nice.
cool. And Lex, you have some pretty cool ways of displaying these as well. So I'm gonna have to go rewatch some of your videos and see how I want to go about this.
Definitely. I can send you
Yeah,
some
for
ideas
sure.
too. There's many ways to
Yeah,
go
I'm
about it.
excited to start a new terrible hobby for my bank account.
yeah. So
I mean,
what are your
Oh,
initial
I think
thoughts
it's
on it?
super cool. I've said I'm never gonna get soda pops, but at the same time, if I had ever actually found any in a store, I would have been getting the soda pops. So I mean, I'm excited to have one. I think it's super cool, and
Yeah,
also like you can kind of see my shelf back there, but I like to put the boxes behind my Funko Pops, and so I think this will look kind of cool to have set up, the soda behind it and then the pop in front of it. So I'm excited to see how we
yeah,
figure out how to display this, but I also want to figure something out on displaying this as well. Not sure if there's a cool way to do it, but need to figure that out too. The pod.
Yeah, I saw some that
So
sold like an acrylic stand that holds
Mhm.
the
yeah,
can, the vinyl, and then the pog.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
hmm
And I think Lex did something where you were 3D printing something possibly to do something similar, right?
Yeah, I like 3D printed a little stand that, kind of has the can, and then in front of it, it like elevates the can a little bit so you could put the pog so you could see both of them, and, a little spot for the
I think
Funko
I've seen.
soda.
Have you put that on your channel?
Possibly. I think I showed it off as like one of the options, but I mean, I've definitely, with the mass amount of soda that I've
Yeah,
collected recently, I've switched over to like the Michaels
I have seen the
baseball
baseball bat
case,
case.
The baseball
the
bat
baseball bat
yeah,
case. Yeah.
display. The only thing that I haven't figured out is how to do the pog in that, but I do like, because in some of like my other standalone portions, I'll have like a soda and I'll use the 3D printed stand, but like for the majority of them, I have them in the baseball case.
Gotcha.
Hey Lex, you
yeah,
know how they used to have some of the board games had like kind of like a card, but like it had a little plastic thing to stick the card in on a
Mhm.
stand. Maybe you could 3D print something like that that wouldn't cost all but a few cents even for a file,
Yeah.
STS file. And then you could just put that in a little flat stand that kind of held it up, and that'd be kind of cool because you can then put that like to the side in
hmm
your pieces where you got eat the can, the soda, and then you could have the
It
little
also
pog
fits
there.
right in here. I
a
don't know
good
if that's
idea.
any way to display it. So you could put the can like it would be
yeah.
in
You
a
could.
mini fridge or something, and you could have the pog sitting on it that way.
I didn't even notice
Fits
it
right
fit in
in. It's
there.
even hard to get out. I'm learning. So
Oh,
Whoops.
I gotta
I
try
found a
that.
great way to display this because it's not coming out. No, it'll come out with like a penny or a dime or something. But I don't have any
Yeah,
fingernails for it.
yeah, I
That's
had
yeah,
no idea that even fit.
Yep.
yeah. If you guys caught my video where I reviewed the pop hard cases, the stack of the hard stacks, that company actually makes some soda display stands where you can display the pog too, and they fit right in the hard case if you want to keep the sodas dust free as well.
Oh,
Nice.
we
So
dusted all of my stuff.
I will
Yeah.
put that.
is that the Canadian hard
Yeah,
stack?
yeah, the hard case Canada.
Hard
Yeah,
case.
Hard
I'll
case
leave a
can.
link in the description for anyone watching who
You
wants to
need
check
to
that out
open
as
a
well.
competing company called the Canadian Hard Stack. I think Patrick has an idea there.
Oh, I mean they are Canadian though, so
But that's not their name. You could be
it's
yeah,
hard
you're the
case Canada,
Canadian Hard Stack brand. That's how
Oh,
it's
man.
gonna be.
right?
Well, I really appreciate you guys. That was a lot of fun. Certainly a surprise. So the soda
Awesome.
surprise strikes again.
Yes.
Yes,
Great.
it
I am
does.
Thanks
so
again. Yeah.
happy. I just think it's a fun thing to do. We don't do it, often. It's not even like it's just randomly. We just kind of pick one up and send them. So I'm glad that you've enjoyed it and got a fruitful
Yes.
find. You didn't get a chase, but you got introduced to the sodas. You're impressed with it, and you really like it. And I'm glad that you got a Queen
Yes.
Amidala because that, like you said, we were saying that pop, to get the original pop is ridiculous. It's just
Yeah.
it's
Oh yeah.
ridiculous money. Uh, and I saw someone trying to sell an empty Thrawn box.
Probably
today.
$50 for the empty
The
one.
Thrawn box with the card behind it, and I was like, "Are you serious? Like, how much you think you're getting for an empty box? Like, I don't know." So I'm always excited to see what people get, and I think we've been talking about even I'm almost tempted on one of my next paychecks to go to. There's a company that sells those. They're obviously fake.
There's a few companies that sell them. Yeah.
I'm willing to put like
Oh
150
yeah, so am I.
bucks up and buy
Well,
like a
maybe
set
not
of four.
150. Oh yeah, set of
You can
four.
get a
Yeah,
set
yeah.
of. They have the set of four. They got the hologram Maul,
Are
another
they all fakes? Is that
hologram
what it is?
Vader. They
Yeah.
got
Oh
they got
yeah,
the
they're definitely
501st,
fakes.
and I can't remember the other one I looked at. I think it might have been the
It
original
might have been
Boba
the Queen
Fett from
Amidala.
Droids or something
Oh,
like that. I was like, dude, I'll buy if they're fake and they look half decent. I'd get them.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
even the Amidala. I think was like 35, and I was debating. I was like, you know what?
that's not
I'm
bad.
never going to get the original. I'll never be able to
No.
afford it, but that I
No.
can. And if it's fake, but I really care, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
So how long until you get your next Funko
Well,
soda?
you
then,
know,
Will?
it all depends on finding one. I know Patrick and I think, share a little bit of this, but we like to find stuff in the wild. There's just something a little bit special
Yeah.
about when you find it in the store versus when you order it online. So, given that I can't actually find any in the store where I live in Florida, it could be a little while. But if I'm in Orlando or something and come across one, I would probably venture out and grab it. So I see one in the future. I don't know if it's in the immediate future because we're not going to Orlando for maybe another month or so, but I would say by the end of the year, I may have a few more.
Nice.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll send Lex over to your place with a
Yeah,
soda
just
for you.
send her up there, send her a few hours
Person
up the
this time.
road.
A
Yeah.
few.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Well, thank you,
course.
sir, for coming on and opening the soda for us. And I'm glad you liked it, and I'm glad we could turn you to the dark
Yes, for
side.
sure. Well, I mean, you've seen my new avatar now, so I've got the red blade and everything. So I'm full fledged now in the dark
Yeah.
side with the sodas.
There
Well,
he
thank
is.
thank you again,
There
guys.
he
I
is.
really do appreciate it. Y'all are the best.
Well, I am so glad that Will has turned to the dark side as far as the Funko sodas go.
I am too. That was exciting. I mean, I was glad I found that one. It was honestly the last Padme that was at FYE, and I was like, I have to grab it. And Will was like
Nice.
literally the first choice for me because, he's been commenting on my little soda videos. He was like, I love your videos, but I just can't do it. And I was like, I'm going to get you.
No, you're doing it.
Just
You're
bring him
doing
to
it now,
the dark
man.
side.
I was definitely
Oh,
scheming.
he's trapped.
I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like you gotta, because like Slapshot Pops, he does like his little can shake and stuff, and
hmm
I don't know. Maybe there's like a tactic to it. Maybe like it helps. It's like good luck.
Yeah, I've noticed. He
Shake
kind of like shakes
I
it
don't
around.
know.
He'll show the pog first and he'll go
Yeah,
from there. But
yeah.
So what do you like
I don't know.
seeing first? The vinyl itself that's in the soda or the pog?
I like showing the character, the figure first. But I mean, I guess I see why some people show the Pog first, because if it's a duplicate, they don't have to open it,
yeah.
Oh.
I kind of
right?
like showing the pog first, honestly. I think that's my go-to. I just really like the art on it. Like I think they're each unique in their own way, and the common and the
Yeah,
chase aren't the same by any means. Like they have variations to them that I really appreciate. So I kind of like pulling it out. I don't know what it is. I'll shake the can around a little bit and then kind of flash it and see, chase or common, and we'll go from there.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, better resale, I guess, if the figure's still sealed, right? If they
I
just
So
mean,
they
open
get
it up
the
and
surprise,
I mean, I think
Well,
that's going to be the same, but you could just, it's still a sealed bag because it's nice sometimes when I buy off like Whatnot and the bag is still sealed. It's like a little bit of a surprise because I know it's a common, but it's still sealed. So it's always nice to
yeah,
like, open the bag yourself and kind of like unveil it, at your own convenience.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But I think that does it for this episode of the Star Wars Popcast. Patrick, where can people find you when you're not here chatting all
not
things Star Wars and switching stuff up on your own channel?
yeah. So when I'm not here with Lex and you, Christopher, I'm on my own channel, Toy Photographer. And if you hadn't paid attention to early in our stream tonight, you would have heard I dropped a little Easter egg about a possible rebranding and naming. So I'm not going to repeat it. You'd have to rewatch the episode if you missed it. So anyway, if I'm not here with you guys, I'm out. I'm taking images of Star Wars Funko Pops. I just put yesterday a little survey in my community on YouTube So if you're interested, I have 4 different pops I put out there, and asked you what Funko would you like to see me photograph next. So I think I
Yes.
had the Star Wars Celebration Leia. I had both Luke and Leia Jedi training on there. And I also put the new Mando and Grogu N1.
Nice.
So I think Mando and Grogu N1 is leading the pack still, with Jedi training Leia actually in second place. I was surprised Luke
Oh wow.
it wasn't, but the Leia is really gaining traction. So, and the Princess Leia from the 20 the was it the 2022 celebration exclusive, whatever that was, that surprisingly didn't get any votes yet. So whatever, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to shoot them and work through them. And like I said, I'm working right now to get some images done, as well as get all my Halloween content created. Like, because I'm literally making some of these, so
Yeah.
getting
I
those
mean,
done.
just in case we don't get those Day of the Dead ones.
Yeah, I need to have
Whatever.
something. Like I Halloween to me, it kind of, in my household, it's Christmas. Me, it's St. Pat's, then Halloween. But now it's, with kids, it's Christmas and Halloween, St. Pat's. The top
Yeah.
three in our house. And then there's Easter after that. And everyone's like, "What?" We celebrate St. Pat's at this house for sure.
Yeah. You got to celebrate yourself, man.
We're Irish. We're Irish. Come on. Come on. I start the morning with Amazing Grace by Bagpipes. Trust me, my neighbors probably don't love it, but I do.
Hey, a little off topic, but it would have been cool if you were born on St. Patrick's Day too.
It would have been. It would have been. I'm March 8th.
Just
March 8th.
change it,
Yeah,
right? I'm sure that'll be pretty easy to do.
sure. I'm not going to rebrand myself to that extent.
No.
But Lex, when you're not out here hanging out with Christopher and I talking all things Star Wars and Funko, where can people find you?
Well, when I'm not here with you two great gentlemen, I am on my own channel, Jedi Lex. I'm on a whole bunch of different platforms, but I try to do a whole bunch of different Star Wars related content. I'll do unboxing videos of certain items that I get. I'll try to read some comics and kind of post what those are about. I also go to different stores and kind of review those. So I try to do a little bit of everything, but I'm trying to do, as I mentioned earlier, some more stuff to kind of elevate my channel a little bit. So we'll see how that goes and if I can kind of squeeze that in with nursing school. But I'm excited to see where it goes and if I can increase my platform and kind of just provide better content to you guys than what I'm providing now. But yeah, I mean, that's the goal. We're going to just try to keep improving and we'll be on the come up soon.
Awesome. You're doing great. And I always love your content, Lex. And I think the
Thanks.
crowd, the followers and subs are showing their love for you too.
But yeah, we're getting up there. It's slowly but surely, but recently we've been climbing a little bit, so it makes me want to like do better.
You've
Always.
done a lot more content. You
Yeah,
really have.
I
You
try.
you
Yeah.
really have. Chris has been cranking some out. I've been engaged a little bit more. I know I wrangled back from burning out because I think I was doing 2-3 images a week, and that's burnout, man.
Yeah,
So
you
I've been
can.
throwing it back a little bit, tailoring it back a lot, which helps me. So
Because I
again,
mean,
I'd
yeah.
rather have quality than quantity, right? So
And at the end of the day, I don't want to ever burn myself out because this is like a hobby to me and something that I really enjoy, and it takes me away from like the stress of everyday life. So I don't ever want it to feel kind of like a chore or a task, and I want to like appreciate while I'm doing it, but also kind of provide for you guys and give you good content that I feel like you guys deserve and that I could produce. But I never want to like burn out from it because I really love doing it, and I feel like if I do feel that burnout or that chore, it just wouldn't be the same. So I get what you're saying.
that's a good
Yeah.
point, Lex. That's a very good point, because I think it's something that any content creator out there could hearken and one, relate to, and two, it's a good thing to say so that you don't get burned out. Take
Yeah.
a break. Don't feel that you have to have a second job to be a content creator. Take it as serious as a second job, but don't make it a second job. Like my one of my project managers, when he saw the collection room and my new space down here, is like, "You bring in your work laptop and have your meeting." I was like, "No." that stays upstairs. He goes, what? I said, it's a separation between church and state in this house. I said, work is up there. This is like Goonies. This is my time. Down here is our time. And this is
Absolutely.
the fun stuff, right? This is where the fun begins, as Tony always says.
Yep.
So I really enjoy, and what you just said is being able to enjoy creating content.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
How about
Chris,
you, Chris?
yeah, where can we find you, Chris, when you are not here with me and Patrick talking all things Star Wars Funko Pops?
Well, when I'm not on the Star Wars Popcast with you fine people, I'm on my own channel as well, Seriously Star Wars, doing weekly Star Wars reviews, and again, trying to do as much content as I can without burning out, as Lex said. So you can check out all our channels. I'll leave them linked down below, and check out Will at Padawan Pops as well, because
Yes.
he's got a great channel and he's pumping out a lot of content as well. But thank you everyone for watching on YouTube and listening wherever you find your favorite podcasts. And we will see you in the next episode.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
See ya.